the issue around Namdekan, like I said, the demand for his release have gone on for so long, and why the DSS is holding him down, even to the point where a court order had to be given and disobeyed for so long before they finally agreed to allow him to have access to a medical doctor of choice, which that has been done. Now, at least part of his health is giving his people some level of peace. Now we're talking about having access to visitors. The other time he said that he's not going to beg to be released because the Court of Competent Jurisdiction has granted him this. But now, while he's still there, granting him access to visitors of choice, why do you think the DSS find it difficult to get to do this or allow him to see people he wants to see?
You see, in a constitutional democracy, the law always explains the kind of types of crime. We have civil wrong, we have criminal offenses. And within the criminal offenses, there are offenses that are considered treasonable felony. You see, we have free citizens. We have citizens that are held in custody. When somebody is charged on matter bordering of treasonable felony, that person is considered as a threat to the survivor and sovereignty of the state. You see, there have been so many notions that have been sold out there, believing that court has granted Nnamdi Kanu bail and the court or the DSS or security are holding him unlawfully, and which is wrong. Wrong information being disseminated. When the court granted him bail, the appeal court halted that bail, and the matter has been appealed. Yes, halted that bail. Appeal granted him bail. The appeal court.
And the appeal court soon
stayed in the law language. They call it stayed. They stayed the execution of that order, and the matter has been appealed. The matter is in appeal now to the Supreme. The matter is appealed to the Supreme. Now, that is the true position of the whole thing. Then coming back to the issue of right. Once you are in prison, your rights are limited. Nigerians, please get this. Your rights are limited to the extent the law says. You are charged with issue of treasonable felony or matter bordering on treasonable felony, and you are demanding that the state should grant you access to visitors of choice. Do you know the implication of that thing?
What's the implication?
The implication is that people who are into or perceived suspect who are into that same crime with you might come. They can even call with bomb. They can call with anything. They can call with ammunition. Now, what is needed there is the court. Yes.
Please hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Let's not make this look like we're talking about a banana republic.
It's a law where, yes.
Nobody can walk into the DSS facility without being checked.
You walk into the facility being checked. Yes.
Before, there is no way if, let's say a man powerful wants to go, the spokesperson of IPOB, wants to go in to see, or what's the guy in Finland's name now? Wants to go in to see Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter what he's coming with. There are two ways. He's stripped of everything he's coming with, number one. Number two, if they suspect that he is not the person he should be, they stay there in that conversation. They don't go out. They stay through the conversation. Also, the prisoner have access to speak to who he wants to speak with, but it is being monitored. In fact, in law enforcement, they go on you to even make sure that they get some, they tap that conversation because it could help them, it could serve as an intelligence. So, at what point do you now say that a visitor can be, a prisoner cannot be allowed to see who he wants to see because that might be some same criminal element and the reasons why he was detained?
That is why I try to explain, made it very simple for us to understand. That there are matters that are civil wrong, there are matters bordering on criminality, and within the criminality, there are matters that are bordering on treasonable felony or even treason. These matters are grief. They are serious crime. Everywhere in the world, they are treated with all seriousness because it's a matter that borders on sovereignty, existence of a nation. is treated with all manner of seriousness. Do you know what it means to charge somebody with treason? That is one. Then two. Then two. You were talking about person coming. Let me just finish this. You are talking about people coming and it will be searched. Haven't you heard that? People bomb certain military facility in this country recently. How did they get there? Compromise can take place at any moment. And you were talking about choice visitor.
On the side of the military.
That is why they need to be very watchful.
I think there's a danger
not
here.
grant you access to people.
Mr. Emmy, there's a danger here.
What is the danger?
Okay. The danger here is the essence of democracy, the essence why there is law, is so that everybody will find some level of protection in it as ascribed by the law.
Yes.
What we are doing here is grave danger, because if you can find whatever justification for somebody, like you highlighted now, that because he's a prisoner, because he's arrested for a crime that he has not been found guilty of,
yes,
because he's arrested, that he should lose to some extent of freedom or free will, or you say his rights are limited. Yes, obviously his rights are limited. He can't walk around. He can't stay outside. In fact, he's kept at DSS facility, not remanded in the prison. His rights are limited. But within his rights that are limited, the Constitution protects everybody to the extent at which they ought to be protected. Even people that have been found guilty of murder, people that have been found guilty of the highest treasonable offenses around the globe have the part of the Constitution that protects them.
That is why the Constitution now allows him access to certain visitors. No, but he's not talking about the complaint now. Is he get it right? He say choice visitors.
Let me ask, is the Kanu wrong to want to, say, for example, see a certain family member?
I was going there.
And he has not reported that.
Hold on.
He has said choice. What you do? Are you aware of his choice?
Hold on. Because I've been able to bring out that even the most wanted criminal, I'm trying to get a name, who is the most wanted criminal in Nigeria? I can't remember one. Who have access to, who wants to go to visit someone in prison, okay? This criminal can come in there. An intelligence agency will let you walk in, but you will not be given access to private conversation with the person. The person can also come in. There are security measures that you can't just walk into the DSS facility. There are security measures that you have not spoken about that. But let's bring what Ugochukwu said. Let's say Nnamdi Kanu has been there for about going to 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. He has children. He has a wife who are not criminals, who are not detained like him. Now, there is need for him to give access to a certain account. And you're saying that because his wife may get information from him or from Simon Ekpa to give to him, he shouldn't see his wife.
See, the court made it very clear. You understand? His wife, his family members are allowed to see Nnamdi Kanu.
So what is
his doctor, I'm coming, his doctor, that is where I was trying to go, his doctor is allowed access. His lawyer is allowed access, but outside this person, he is not claiming choice visitor. So what is the choice visitor? If you have your family members, you have access to your family members, you have access to your friends, you have access to your medical doctor, you have access to your lawyer, and as you say, you need choice visitor. So what kind of choice visitor are you talking about?
In this same country, it took the court to mandate the DSS before Nnamdi Kanu was released to see his doctor. You just listed that his doctor is one of the people. It took the courts.
Yes, that is the right thing to do.
Agree to give a citizen his right.
That is the law protecting him. That is the law protecting him.